Well, good day, viewers, and welcome to the Sport Wrap Show. I'm your host, Brian Monango, updating you on the latest sports news. Well, one thing I can say is this past weekend was very busy, full of laughs, full of cries, full of disappointment, full of sadness, and all of that. But to start off with, we all know that Namibia did not qualify for the Rugby World Cup 2027 yet, although they still hope. And we also had some cricket action down here in Windhoek with the Nedbank Desert Ice Challenge that also concluded. And the NSSR Super League is up and about again with the schools reopening. So there's also that to look forward to. And the Gold Cup, the JSB Gold Cup, which had rugby matches at the Hage Geingob Stadium from the morning 8 o'clock until 6 o'clock the evening, just making sure that the viewers are entertained. So we'll be touching on all of that right as we get into the hit list. Okay, so first up on the hit list, the Africa Cup concluded in Uganda this past weekend with Zimbabwe being crowned as the champions of the Africa Cup back to back. This is the second time that they do win this prestigious trophy. This means that they have qualified for the World Cup that's taking place in Australia in 2027. Now the team can just prepare and get ready. Unfortunately, Namibia will have to take the longer route. This is the final score that we did have in this match that ended 28-30. Namibia just needed 2 or 3 more points to just get over the line, but the Zimbabweans proved too strong for Namibia. I think we'll try and get you guys some highlights of the match during the course of the week to just show you how intense that match was and how good Zimbabwe is. Well, there's still hope for Namibia to qualify, of course, and we'll be having a look at that later. That just shows you that we do have a game this upcoming weekend against UAE in an attempt to try and qualify for the World Cup. Well, next up, we did have the JSB Gold Cup that took place at the Hage Geingob Stadium with a lot of rugby matches, of course, and FNB Wanderers were crowned as the champions after beating Grootfontein. These are just some of the results that we did get to see there. That will be coming up back shortly on the screen. But yeah, Wanderers were crowned as the champions, and if you can see a full day of rugby, of course, with, like I said, Wanderers being crowned as the champions. We do have an interview with the captain and also just a celebration video after the match showing how Wanderers celebrated winning that trophy. So stay tuned for that.
Ons gesels met Andre, hy was die kaptein van Wanderers se eerste span. Vertel ons bietjie, kyk, is 'n lang dag van rugby. Vertel ons hoe was die games en hoe voel dit om die final te wen?
Nee, so dag raak lank. En ons hier by Game 4 is meer lusie. En dis waar ek trots is op die ouens. Hulle het diep gegrawe en elke keer net ek wil amper sê maak tank leeg. Sit alles deur op die lyn en ek dink dis hoekom ons so 'n goeie klub is en so. Is when it matters dan sit ons alles op die lyn.
Jebo. Nou, kyk, 10 minute 'n half klinkie baie nie. Maar sê jy vir my wat deel van die game was in die laaste en die final. Hoe was hy 10 minute elke halfte vir jou?
Ja, as jy op die bench sit, dis halfte is klaar verby. Daar het niks gebeur.
Ja.
Maar as jy op die veld is, omdat dit so kort games is en jy moet go die hele tyd dan. 10 minute raak lank.
Is dit?
10 minute raak lank.
Maar hoe voel dit vir julle om weer te druk? I mean, Grootfontein het die eerste punte aangetel op die scorebord, maar toe druk hulle deur. Hy 'n belangrike try gekry, punt opgeset en gewen.
Ja, ek kon sommer sien hoe die energy optel in die span met daai en jy kan mos sien hoe so, dis net smiles. Everyone is happy en dit maak jy moet werk.
Okay, geluk met die wen.
Dankie baie.
If you wanna join the team, if you wanna join the team, join the Wanderers team. Join the Wanderers team.
Huge congratulations to Dirk and his team there. I'm sure you guys saw how the captain felt towards the end of the celebration just because of the fatigue that started hitting in the legs. So playing a full day of rugby can be challenging, although the matches are maybe 10 minutes. 10 minutes or half, it can still be draining on the players. Speaking about rugby, we also did have the NSSR Super League that came back into action this past weekend. Let's have a look at some of the results that did occur in this past weekend's games. So we had 4 games, and then in the first match we saw El Nathan taking on Windhoek Gymnasium. Windhoek Gymnasium won that match. Pro Ed took on Windhoek Afrikaans Private. These are actually the wrong results that we do have. I apologize for that, viewers. We'll be coming back with the right results for this one. But while we wait for the right results, let's quickly have a look at the highlights from the match between Pro Ed Academy and Moria.
Ons bring vir julle die hoogtepunte van die wedstryd tussen Pro Ed Akademie en Privaatskool Moria van Oudtshoorn. Hierdie wedstryd het Saterdag op die tuisgronde van Pro Ed Akademie in Swakopmund plaasgevind. Hier maak Pro Ed reg om punte op die tellbord te sit. Dit is nadat Privaatskool Moria alreeds agter hul pale gaan kuier het. Ongelukkig het die toe nou nie in die 3 punte onaard soos wat hulle gehoop het. Gedurende hierdie eerste helfte het Privaatskool Moria gou werk gemaak en het nog 'n 3 gaan druk agter die pale van Pro Ed Akademie. Teen die eerste helfte was dit 2-3 vir Privaatskool Moria en 'n oorskop wat toe dan die telling teen halftyd 12-0 geplaas het. Die tweede helfte het met groot opwinding afgeskop, waar Privaatskool Moria, dit is die Oudtshoorn Here, van elke kans wat hulle gekry het, gebruik gemaak om agter Pro Ed Akademie se pale te gaan kuier. Pro Ed Akademie het hard probeer om die bal aan hulle kant te hou, maar Privaatskool Moria het van elke geleentheid gebruik gemaak. Hier gee hulle 'n veerskop en dit gee toe die gulde geleentheid vir Privaatskool Moria om weer eens nog 'n 3 te gaan druk, mooi onder Pro Ed Akademie se pale. Van die 5 3 wat toe gedruk is gedurende hierdie wedstryd, is net 2 van die 3 verdoel. Na die wedstryd het Pro Ed Akademie kaptein Mark Holloway gesê dit is terug na die drawing board vir hulle, waar hulle vir Windhoek Hoërskool gaan kry in die volgende wedstryd. Privaatskool Moria het weggestap as die wenners van hierdie wedstryd met 7-3 en 2 doelskoppe. Die tweede helfte van hierdie wedstryd het groot opwinding opgesorg en Franco Engelbrecht, kaptein van die Oudtshoorn Here, sê dat hy is vreeslik trots op sy manne en hulle is reg om vir die Duinesig aan te vat in die volgende NSSR Liga rugby wedstryd. Teen die einde van hierdie vletjie, Pro Ed Akademie en Privaatskool Moria het die finale telling op 39-0 gestaan.
Moria putting on a heavy performance there against Pro Ed Academy, but it's good to see that the school's rugby is back in full action once again. Well, today in the capital city of Windhoek, we were at the launch of the Namibian Sports Awards that are scheduled to take place later this year on the 22nd of November. They took place in the north was in 2019, and in 2025 it looks like we'll be going back to the north and in Ongwediva this time at the same venue where the Miss Namibia was hosted. So I'm personally very excited for that. But on top of that, we did get some interviews from the event, so stay tuned as we listen to those.
Categories that we are going to open up to athletes for nomination. The first one being the NASA Sports Star of the Year. Second, NASA Sportsman of the Year, NASA Sportswoman of the Year, NASA Junior Sportsman of the Year, NASA Junior Sportswoman of the Year, NASA Sports Team of the Year, NASA Coach of the Year, NASA Umpire or Referee of the Year, NASA Federation of the Year, NASA Lifetime Achievement Award, Namibia Sport Commission Chairperson's Award, NASA People's Choice Star of the Year, NASA Professional Athlete of the Year in Diaspora, NASA Sport Journalist of the Year, which is divided in 3 categories. That is print, digital, and broadcast. Special Focus Awards, that's the NASA Sports Development Program of the Year, NASA Community Inspiration Award. Disability Sport Awards, the Sportsman of the Year with a Disability, Sportswoman of the Year with a Disability, Junior Sportswoman of the Year with a Disability, Junior Sportswoman of the Year with a Disability. And finally, Wall of Fame, where 3 legends again will be inducted to join the 3 who were inducted last year. We are incredibly excited to announce the introduction of the Wall of Fame as a category in 2025. This is the 2nd year that we have inducted legends onto the Wall of Fame. However, this year marks the first time that Wall of Fame is recognized as a category on its own. This honor highlights our collective reverence for those whose achievement extend far beyond the playing field, serving as a source of inspiration for the current and future generation. Now, someone might ask, what's the difference between the Wall of Fame and Lifetime Achievement Award? If you look at the eligibility criteria, the Lifetime Achievers is given to even those who are still in service for their dedication to the sporting landscape or industry. While the Wall of Fame, you should have been retired 10 years for you to get that. And then it does not matter whether the legend has passed on or whether they are still alive. If they have done an incredible job and you feel that they have done great, we encourage you to nominate them for their work not to be forgotten. And finally, an appeal to the corporate world, including government. Of course, government is one of our biggest sponsors, eh? Namibia Sport Awards have grown to become a premier national celebration thanks to the robust sponsorship and partnership from private sector, the media, and civil bodies. Smart partnerships such as collaboration that offers mutual benefits for stakeholders and sport are particularly encouraged. Corporate and community engagement, partnership helps. These are the things that we are looking for. We are looking at 3 types of smart partnerships that you can call sponsorship. We are looking at corporate and community engagement. We are looking at sponsorship opportunities and strategic alliance. If you look at our strategic partnership with the Ongwediva Town Council, that is not a sponsorship, but is a smart and strategic partnership where they are giving us something and then we bring the social and economic benefits of the awards into the community of Oshana region.
Sports Federation. After everything has been given in, the adjudication panel will sit together and we'll have 2 rounds of evaluation so that we can ensure fairness and transparency really. Also, I'm sure that you are aware that earlier on in the year, there was a call out for some more members to be able to join the adjudication panel, and at the engagement that we had earlier with the Sports Federation as well. Someone or an additional member will be joining from the athletes, which is very good because it's really good to be able to look at the entries from all angles and have the representation from everybody else. Obviously, it's also very important to be able to understand that there will be there are disqualifications, and if you go and read in your rule book, any nominee found in violation of the Anti-Corruption Act, guilty of a criminal misconduct or non-compliance with the statutory criteria will be disqualified in line with our commitment to uphold the highest ethical standards. In the previous years, we've had sort of like a little bit of a clash between the rule book and the Sports Act. So, but we've sat around that and we've come to an agreement that any grievances regarding the adjudication or selection may be submitted in writing within 7 days of a decision after a decision has been announced. An independent panel, appeals committee, will address these disputes promptly so that we can just assure procedural justice. I think those are the few things that I just wanted to bring to your attention. In closing, I really would like to urge all Federation athletes, teams and stakeholders to embrace both the spirit and to the letter of these rules. Let us maintain the integrity of the Namibian sports and ensure equal opportunity for all and celebrate achievements in its purest form. Together, we build a legacy of excellence that inspires future generations.
Given and Leslie just giving us the updates on how this year's competition is going to work, and the entries will be opening up soon. So we look forward to seeing how the Namibian Sports Awards do go down this year. I mean, in the north, that's quite exciting. Well, viewers, will be going for a short break, and after that, we'll be back with the weekend drop. Well, the Nedbank Desert Ice Challenge concluded this weekend here in the city of Windhoek, where the games took place at the FNB GCN. That's the cricket grounds here in Namibia, the new ones, the newly built stadium. Well, the games were interesting. The final took place on Sunday, where we saw Cricket Gen taking on Khobaba's Bulls, and then Cricket Gen just clinching the game by 33 runs. We do have the prize giving ceremony and also interviews, so please do stay tuned for those.
Congratulations to both teams. I call forward Keith from Khobaba's Bulls. Keith, great match in the morning. Afternoon game a bit more difficult. I saw that there was at the start maybe 1 or 2 wickets that went down too quick. Is there anything else that you would do different? Maybe bat first in that sense?
No, if you had watched the morning game, would you be saying that? No. I'm also glad you didn't call me the losing captain. No, I wouldn't have changed anything. I think having a chat with the guys, this is the first time that our number 7, 8, 9 have batted in the whole tournament. We've been winning games with our top 6, so I've been proud of the guys, the effort that they've done. Leading run scorers in our changing room, leading wicket taker in our changing room. Top order, they've been changing man of the match here and there, so no, I wouldn't have changed nothing at all.
100%, Keith. Listen, we watched you guys play today, and what is exciting about both of the teams is, listen, the batting is immense. You guys went for it. There was huge success from all the players. Maybe starting too quick, do you think, or was that the idea to chase it as quick as possible, like you did in the morning game?
I mean, if you look at it, I think we spoke about it with the opposition captain Maurice as well. They had the best bowling attack in the tournament. We arguably had the best batting attack in the tournament. So I think it was whoever is going to execute on the day was going to walk away with it. So I mean, kudos to them. They bowled well. They made us make mistakes where we normally wouldn't make mistakes. So we don't want to look at ourselves and say, what if that, what if that. The honest truth is they bowled well. So hence they won the game. So no, it's part of the game.
Thank you, Keith. Then I would like your team members to line up here. I just want to do the check-in over for you, please. Then probably the biggest and the most important prize for today. I would like to call Mauritius to the front. Winning captain. Mauritius, congratulations. You are the first winner of this trophy. There has been other series, so I would like to say to you, congratulations for winning the Desert Ice T20 Challenge. How was your day in the field? Obviously this morning there was a bit of hand to play. I saw that. I asked the same question. You obviously didn't show all your cards. And then in the afternoon, we thought that you would actually hit over the 200 mark. You started, Samson and Junior started very well. I think they were up in the region sometimes at actually 14 runs per over. I think there was a bit of cards played when the coin toss was done as well, because Keith actually asked you, do you want to bat or bowl? And I see you pause. So was the intent that you wanted to bat or bowl?
No, actually, we actually wanted to bat first. But then we lost the toss. They elected to bat first. And then we just decided, like, let's go there. Let's go for it and put something.
You started off very well, like I said, with Samson and with Junior in the batting. And then the other guys came up, and I must say, that big tall lad, one of the ones that batted, really brilliant batting throughout the day. Bowling-wise, I think you've got one of the warmest bowling attacks that we've seen in the Desert Ice Challenge. Maybe resting those two players. Was there any start? Because I saw a lot of spin bowling during the day.
Yeah, we assessed the conditions, like especially from the other side, from the Grove side, from the Grove end, more spin, and then we saw like using seam front up wasn't an option, so we started with spin. It was actually a gamble. Like we said, if we can get a wicket in this over, then we're on it. Yeah.
Lastly, I want to comment on your fielding, electrifying guys. I haven't seen a team in the field like that in a long time. I am quick, but I'm sure that half of that team is twice as quick as I am. So congratulations to the whole team. That was a big team effort from your side. Mauritius, I don't want to delay too much. Congratulations again. I would like you to get the check, the winner's prize of 50,000 from Rohan Creer with a quick photo.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and we start off with golf news, and that is from the British Open played at Royal Portrush. The winner there, American Scotty Scheffler, is also the world number one. Convincing win for him, winning by 4 shots, and he ended up with a -17 score after the 4 rounds, closing with a 68. And in second position was another American, Harris English, on 13 under par, and in third position also another American, Chris Gotterup, on 12 under par. Great performance by Scotty Scheffler. He's the world number one, and it's his 4th major in his career. He also won the 2022 and the 2024 Masters, and he also previously won the US PGA, also the Olympic Gold. He won the Olympic Gold in Paris in 2024, so he's the form player in world golf at the moment. Southern African interest, it was Christian Besaidnout. He tied for 34th, and his closing score after 4 rounds was -3. Continuing international sports news with cycling news, it is Tour de France stage 15 that was completed with Tim Wellens of Belgium winning stage 15. Still in the mountain, it was the 3rd consecutive stage in the Pyrenees, and he won from 1 minute to 28 seconds. He was ahead of Victor Campenaert, also of Belgium. In the general classifications, it is still Tadej Pogačar of Slovenia comfortably leading. His combined time after 15 stages, 54 hours, 20 minutes and 44 seconds. And he's 4 minutes and 13 seconds ahead of second place Jonas Vingegaard. So tough for them to catch Tadej Pogačar in the remaining stages. And it's Florian Lipwitz that from Germany. He's third at the moment, general classification, 7 minutes and 53 seconds behind Tadej Pogačar. Closing off today's international sports news with rugby news, it is the British and Irish Lions that beat Australia in the first test by 27-19 the past weekend in Brisbane. They play again on Tuesday. That's a midweek game for them. They play against a First Nations and Pacific 15. The captain for this midweek team will be Owen Farrell of England. He will play inside centre in this test, and he will partner with Jamie Osborne of Ireland. And the second test between the British and Irish Lions and Australia will also be played in Melbourne, and that will be this coming Saturday. So that's international sports news for today. I hope you have a great sport day. We talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.